Do you have questions about your health? Do you need to find out what's keeping you from feeling your absolute best? If so, your intuition has guided you to the right place. I am Dr. Charlize, and welcome to the Art of Healing podcast community. In this podcast, we explore all topics in health and wellness, from Reiki to functional medicine, energy medicine, chakras, and meditation. Join me every week for fresh new episodes that highlight healers, various healing modalities, and choose this as your opportunity to find what healing works best for you. If you want to learn more about me, simply Google at Dr. Charlize. Enjoy. Welcome back to the Art of Healing podcast. I'm Dr. Charlize, and thank you for joining me for this new episode. For the next few weeks, we'll be connecting a little bit more often, probably about twice a week on the episodes, because we're exploring an important connection between your mind, your body, your energy, and your hormones. Today's topic is childhood trauma and its connection to the solar plexus. This is a more sensitive topic, so if you are working with having survived childhood trauma, maybe you don't feel quite ready to listen. I completely understand. However, this episode will be a gentle exploration of this topic and an invitation to help you step into this connection in something that maybe you've been curious about, your intuition's telling you, maybe a connection between past traumas, especially childhood, and what you're living through now as far as your physical health and your emotional health and your energetic health. So once again, I am Dr. Charlize. It is so nice to either see you again or meet you for the first time. And we will explore how childhood trauma can affect the solar plexus chakra and how emotional wounds from our early years can shape our digestive health, our metabolism, and our self-worth. Before we begin, let's take a slow, deep, grounding breath together. So we'll inhale deeply into the lower belly, middle belly, upper belly, and chest. And exhale through the mouth. And as we explore this topic, which is a difficult topic, I would like to let you know that this is a safe space. We are here for compassion and curiosity. There is no judgment here. This is a place that you are perfectly safe, no matter where you are listening. And not even so much your conscious brain needs to hear that. That's more for your subconscious brain and your higher self to integrate that. This is a safe space to explore. The solar plexus, or Manipura, is the seat of personal power. Of personal power, willpower, and confidence. It develops primarily between the ages of 15 months to 4 years old. This is the time when we're learning independence, discovery, and I can. If, as children, we were encouraged and safe, this chakra grows strong. If we experience fear, shame, neglect, or control, the energy of confidence collapses inward. Instead of I can, the message becomes I shouldn't or I can't. Energetically, this creates stagnation in the solar plexus, the body's fire center. Biologically, that tension affects digestion, stress, hormones, and even the way the pancreas regulates blood sugar. From a medical lens, chronic stress in childhood programs the HPA or HIPAA axis, the connection between the brain and the pituitary gland and the adrenal glands. When that system is triggered early and repeatedly, cortisol levels fluctuate wildly, setting the stage for blood sugar instabilities, digestive issues such as IBS or acid reflux or GERD, fatigue and anxiety, difficult in maintaining steady energy. In functional medicine, we often see these patterns later in life as adrenal dysregulation or insulin resistance or inflammatory conditions. In energy medicine, they may manifest as a collapsed solar plexus chakra, a body that doesn't feel safe enough to shine. For what this means for you, blood sugar instabilities means high sugars where your energy may be too much. You may be overly energetic, and that's not always healthy. Or you're severely tired and you have lots of cravings. Of course, the fatigue and anxiety, wired and tired. So really so tired you can't get out of bed, but then you can't sleep. And all of that leading to difficulty with your energy. The pancreas is governed by the solar plexus and regulates insulin and glucagon to maintain blood sugar balance. When early trauma keeps the body in survival mode, stress hormones override this natural rhythm. Cortisol tells the liver to release more glucose even when you're not eating, and insulin struggles to keep up. What you might notice: energy crashes between meals, sugar cravings when stressed, a need for constant snacking to stay calm. These are not failures of willpower. They're echoes of the body's attempt to feel safe. Healing the solar plexus isn't just about mindset. It's about reteaching your nervous system that safety and nourishment can coexist. While the kidneys correspond closely to the root chakra and sacral chakras, they play a supporting role in the solar plexus chakra. They filter and regulate minerals and also activate vitamin D, a hormone that influences insulin sensitivity, bone strength, and mood. In trauma states, kidney energy is often depleted. Fear literally drains the adrenal renal system. Without enough kidney vitality, the solar plexus struggles to maintain a steady flame. That's why part of the solar plexus healing includes strengthening the whole foundation, hydrating, minerals, sunlight, and deep rest. Now let's move into the heart of healing, reconnecting your inner fire safely. The first thing is gentle awareness. Acknowledge that your body's adapted brilliantly to survive. Nothing is wrong with you. Your system just needs new instructions for peace. 2, breath and movement. Place one hand over your upper abdomen. Inhale into that space, feeling warmth expand under your hand. And as you exhale, say silently, "It is safe to be powerful." Number 3, Reiki and energy work. The solar plexus chakra clears old shame, guilt, and self-criticism, emotions often embedded during childhood. Clients often describe feeling warmth, tears, and laughter as this energy releases. The fourth thing you can do is using this phrase as a journaling prompt for later if you sit down with your journal. When I was young, what moments made me feel small or afraid to shine? What do I need to tell that younger version of me today? Compassion is a medicine that rewires your nervous system. Now let's talk about functional support of the solar plexus healing. Healing trauma is holistic, energetic, and physical. Places you can start with. Nutrition. This is an easy way to start. We have to eat. So using what you eat to heal the solar plexus functionally is wise. Choosing whole foods that are anti-inflammatory that help to stabilize your blood sugars. Supplements. So when we can't do it all with our nutrition, we can supplement, and magnesium and B vitamins are good supplements to include for adrenal health and nerve health. natural sunlight and vitamin D. 10 minutes a day of natural sunlight is powerful, and it supports balancing all your hormones, but especially your vitamin D, and balancing your mood. Movement, gentle core work, dancing, or walking in nature help to reconnect your body and help you feel more confident and in your body. In functional medicine, these small daily practices re-educate the stress response, showing your body that life is no longer an emergency. Also, these small steps, little things that you do every day that build up over time. So once you start this, keep in mind that a little bit every day will work. You might not feel immediate effects right away, but that's okay. Now, let's take a few moments to reflect and to integrate. So, if you are listening to this podcast, if you are listening on the go, this might be a good place to download, stop here, bookmark here, and come back when you have a moment to reflect. One of my favorite things is when I'm out walking is maybe carry a little journal and, take a little break. If it's a nice day, such as where I'm at today, it's actually a really pretty fall day. Take a moment to journal. And so we'll practice this now. So for a moment, close your eyes. Imagine a golden sun glowing in your upper abdomen. See it expanding with each breath, lighting each and every cell in your body with confidence and peace. In this phrase or mantra or affirmation, it's safe for me to be seen. My power is gentle and grounded. I digest life with ease. These simple affirmations are perfect to inspire your journaling or even use as a daily affirmation. Childhood trauma may shape our beginnings, but it does not define our future. Healing the solar plexus chakra means reclaiming your energy, your metabolism, and your voice. If this episode resonated, I invite you to download my free guide, Chakras and Hormones. Inside, you'll discover how each chakra connects to its corresponding glands, including the pancreas, adrenal glands, and kidneys, and how to bring them into balance. In your show notes, you'll see a link to take you to download that guide so that you can start experiencing that for yourself. And I'll also include a link for a workshop I created that takes you into a deeper exploration into this energy center and the others called Harmonize Your Energy. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And I hope this was a compassionate invitation into this inspiration. When you're living through childhood trauma, it is very difficult, and it's a journey that you have to be ready to take. So hopefully this was helpful and it wasn't too much for you if this is something that you are working with and dealing with. In your show notes, you'll see the links for us to connect, including with my newsletter, where I tell you each episode that comes out, including this one, which will include a blog post and access to the transcript if you prefer to read. We'll be connecting soon. Thank you so much. And if this episode resonated with you and you felt helped you, leave a rating or send me a message. I love it. If you found this was a really helpful episode and you'd like to even leave a testimonial, I'd be so happy to take it. Send me a message in your favorite podcasting app. I will receive it and I will get to you as soon as I can to get that testimonial. Thank you so much, and we'll connect soon. Thank you so much for joining during this episode of the Art of Healing podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please leave a review. Also, you can check your show notes to find out how to get a copy of this and future episodes emailed directly to your inbox, available to listen to anytime. Finally, if you have questions or wish to connect to me, check your show notes to find out how we can get connected and find out how I can be of service to you.